Hello everyone. Today is our topic of ether and epoxides of the organic chemistry. The book is Pardeep's, whose writer is Dr. S.N. Dhawan. Now the chapter is ethers and epoxides. Introduction. Organic compounds having COC as functional group are called ethers. Their general formula is ROR dash, where R and R dash may be different alkyl or allyl groups, or one of them may be alkyl group and the other aryl group. The divalent oxygen is also called ethereal oxygen. Ether is in which groups R and R dash are the same are called simple and symmetrical ethers, while those in which the group R and R dash are different are called mixed and unsymmetrical ethers. For example, diethyl ether, diphenyl ether, ethyl methyl ether, methyl phenyl ether. Ethers may be regarded as the functional isomers of alcohol. For example, both dimethyl ether and ethyl alcohol have the same molecular formula but different functional groups. Classifications. Ether may be broad classified into the three categories: aliphatic ether, aromatic ether, and cyclic ethers. Aliphatic ethers, in which R and R dash may be saturated or unsaturated groups derived from the aliphatic hydrocarbon. For example, ethyl methyl ether, ethyl vinyl ether. Aromatic ethers, in which either one or more R and R dash are aryl groups. For example, ethyl phenyl ether, ethyl methyl phenyl ether, diphenyl ether. Aromatics ether are further subdivided into phenolic ether and diaryl ethers. Ether in which one of the group is aryl while the other is alkyl are called phenolic ethers or alkylic ethers. On the other hand, ether in which both the groups are aryl are called diaryl ethers. Now the third is cyclic ethers. Ether in which the oxygen is present in a ring are called cyclic ethers. They are further classified into a simple cyclic ether or crown ethers. Simple cyclic ethers. Cyclic ether containing 1, 2 or 3 oxygen atom in ring are called simple cyclic ether. For example, oxyarene, tetrahydroforane. Crown ethers. Cyclic ether containing at least 4 oxygen atoms are called crown ethers because their three dimension shape resembles the shape of a crown. They are usually named as X crown Y, where is the X is total number of atoms in the ring and Y is the number of oxygen atom. For example, 12 crown 4, 15 crown 5, 18 crown 6. Now the nomenclature is open chain or acyclic ethers. First, common names. The common names of ethers are derived by naming the two alkyl or allyl group linked to the oxygen atom in aliphatic order and adding the word ether. In case of symmetrical ethers, the prefix di is used before the name of alkyl or aryl group. Some aromatic ether, however, have their special names. For example, methyl phenyl ether is called the prefix di is used before the name of alkyl or allyl group. Some aromatic ether, however, have the special names. For example, methyl phenyl ether is called anisole and ethyl phenyl ether is called phenetol. IUPAC name. In the IUPAC system, ethers are named as alkoxyalkanes. The ethereal oxygen is taken with the similar alkyl group and forms a part of alkoxy group, while the larger alkyl group is considered to be part of alkane. Acyclic polyethers. Long chain polyethers are named as oxa derivatives of the alkane corresponding to the total number of carbon and oxygen atoms present in the chain. For example, 2,5-dioxane, 2,5,8-trioxanane. Cyclic ether common names. In the common system, the three-membered cyclic ethers are named as oxidized of the alkylene from which they are derived. For example, ethylene oxide, epoxide, propylene oxide, isobutylene oxide. The names of the some cyclic ether are based on the fully hydrogenated products. For example, furane, tetrafurane, pyrane, 4H pyrene, 2H pyrene, tetrahydropyrene. The italicized portion of these names are suffixed, used to represent the size of saturated heterocyclic rings other than the nitrogen atom. In case of substituted cyclic ether, the substituents are indicated by numerical prefix with the oxygen atom getting number 1. Oxanames. Cyclic ethers are also named as oxaderivatives of their corresponding cycloalkanes. For example, oxacyclopropane, oxacyclobutane, oxacyclopentane, oxacyclohexane. Methods of formation. Ethers can be prepared by the following general methods from alkyl halide Williamson synthesis. This is one of the best method of the preparation of ether. It involves the treatment of alkyl halide with a suitable sodium alkoxide. The sodium alkoxide needed for the purpose is prepared by the action of sodium on a suitable alcohol. The reaction in fact involves the nucleophilic displacement of the halide ion from the alkyl halide by the alkoxide ion by SN2 mechanism. This method can be used the preparation of both symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers. Similarly, alkyl ethers can be easily prepared by treatment of phenoxide with alkyl halide. Like halide ion, sulfate ion is a good leaving group. Therefore, in Williams synthesis, alkyl halide may be replaced by alkyne sulfates. For example, sodium ethoxide plus dimethyl sulfate gives ethyl methyl ether. Limitations. A proper choice of alkyl halide and sodium alkoxide to be used in Williamson synthesis is necessary in view of following consideration. Since a halogen attached to a double bond or an aromatic compound cannot be readily displaced by a nucleophilic reagent, therefore aryl halide are not generally used in Williamson synthesis. Therefore, for the synthesis of simple alkyl aryl ethers, the reaction is carried out between an alkyl halide and sodium phenoxide and not between aryl halide and sodium alkoxide. For example, sodium phenoxide ethyl iodide gives phenetol. Limitations. However, if the halogen is activated by the presence of electron withdrawing group at ortho and para positions with respect to the halogen atoms, such activated aryl halide can be used in Williamson synthesis. For example, p-nitrobromobenzene plus sodium methoxide gives para-nitronizole. We have stated above the Williamson synthesis involves a nucleophilic attack of alkoxide phenoxide ion on an alkyl halide. Now, depending upon the structure, alkyl halide may undergo substitution or elimination reaction. Therefore, for the success of reaction, it is essential that the alkyl halide used must be such which predominantly undergoes nucleophilic substitution. Since primary alkyl halide are more susceptible to SN2 reaction, therefore best yield of unsymmetrical ethers are obtained when the alkyl halides are primary and alkoxide may be primarily, secondary or tertiary. For example, tert-butyl ethyl ether is prepared by treating ethyl bromide with sodium tert-butoxide. The above there cannot be prepared by treating sodium ethoxide with tert-butyl chloride or bromide, since under these conditions an alkene isobutyl is the main product with secondary alkyl halide. Both substitution and elimination occur together, give a mixture of ether and alkenes, but with the tertiary alkyl halide only elimination occurs giving alkenes. Thus, when a mixture of tert-butyl bromine is treated with sodium ethoxide, tert-butyl ethyl ether is not formed at instead 2-methyl propene is formed due to elimination reaction. Due to steric hindrance, secondary alkyl halide also prefer to undergo elimination rather than substitution. Due to steric hindrance, secondary alkyl halide also prefer to undergo elimination rather than substitution. Second, reaction of alkyl halide with dry silver oxide. Ether can be prepared by heating an alkyl halide with dry silver oxide from alcohol. Ether may be prepared from alcohol as follows: by dehydration of alcohol. Ether may be prepared by dehydration of alcohol either in the presence of acid or heated alumina. By dehydration of alcohol. Ethers may be prepared by dehydration of alcohol either in the presence of acid or heated alumina. Acid catalyzed dehydration. Symmetrical ethers can be prepared by dehydration of alcohol with concentrated H2SO4 at 413 Kelvin. The yield of ethers, however, depend upon the nature of alcohol, whether primary, secondary, and tertiary. Since in this reaction 2 molecules of alcohol lose 1 molecule of water, therefore it is better than called intermolecular dehydration. Limitation. Though this method is useful for the large scale production of ethers, it has no major drawbacks. First, the preparation of ethers is always accompanied by the formation of alkenes due to the intramolecular hydrogen dehydration of alcohol. However, in case of primary alcohol, the alkene can be formed only a small extent, which can be further suppressed by using a large excess of the alcohol. In case of secondary alcohol, alkenes are formed in much larger amount than ethers, but in case of tertiary alcohols, explosive formation of alkenes occurs. Thus, the order of dehydration of alcohol leading to the formation of ethers follow the sequence primary, secondary, and tertiary. Therefore, dehydration of alcohol is used only in the preparing ethers from primary alcohols. This method is not suitable for unsymmetrical ethers because a complex mixture of ethers is always obtained. Mechanism. This reaction is an example of nucleophilic substitution reaction in which protonated alcohol molecule acts at the substrate, water as the leaving group, and another molecule of alcohol as the nucleophile. The reaction may follow either first order kinetics and second order kinetics depending upon the nature of alcohol used. In general, primary alcohol follows SN2 mechanism while secondary and tertiary alcohols follows SN1 mechanism. Second, catalytic dehydration. Dehydration of alcohol to ether can be achieved by the passing the vapors of an alcohol over heated alumina at 523 Kelvin. Example, ethyl alcohol in the presence of Al2O3 at the temperature 523 Kelvin change into diethyl ether. Third, second, by the action of diazomethane or alcohol or phenol. Methyl ether can be also be prepared in excellent yield by the action of diazomethane on alcohol or phenol in the presence of tetrafluoroboric acid as a catalyst. Tetrafluoroacid in the presence of plus diazomethane change into ethyl methyl ether. From alkenes, ethers can be prepared from the alkenes. There are two methods. Direct addition of alcohol in presence of acid as catalyst. The main disadvantage of this method is sometimes the initially formed carbocation rearranges to the most stable carbocation, which then react with the alcohol to form rearranged ethers. Indirect addition of alcohol and alkoxymercuration reduction. Alkenes readily react with mercuric trifluoroacetate in the presence of alcohol to give alkoxymercurial compound, which open reduction with NaBH4 in basic medium, which gives high yields. For example, propene plus mercuric trifluoroacetate in the presence of NaBH4OH negative ion, it forms 2-ethoxypropene. These two steps is called alkoxymercuration reduction or alkoxymercuration demercuration and gives ether in accordance with Markovnikov addition of alcohol to alkenes. The main advantage of this method over Williamson synthesis are the reaction does not involve carbocation intermediates and hence there are no rearrangement in the reaction. For example, 3,3-dimethyl 1-butane plus ethanol gives 3-ethoxy 2,2-dimethyl-butane. Fourth, from the Grignard reagent. High ether can be prepared by treating alpha halo ethers with the suitable Grignard reagent. For example, methoxychloromethane in the presence of dry ether reaction with CH3MgI gives ethyl methyl ether and chloromag iodide. Now the physical properties are physical state, color and odor. Dimethyl ether and ethyl methyl ether are gases at ordinary temperature, while the other lower homologies of ethers are colorless liquid with characterized ether smell. Dipolar nature. Because of the great electronegativity of oxygen than carbon atom, the carbon and oxygen bond are slightly polar and thus have a dipole moment. Since the CO bond in ethers are inclined at each other at the 110-degree angle, the two dipoles do not cancel each other. As a result, ether have a dipole moment 1.15 to 123 dipole. For example, the dipole moment of dimethyl ether is 1.3 d and the diethyl ether is 1.1 d. Now the boiling point is ethers are isomeric with monohydric alcohols, but their boiling point are lower than the isomeric alcohol. This is due to a reason of unlike alcohols, ether do not form hydrogen bonds. As a result, ether do not show molecular association and hence have lower boiling point than the corresponding alcohol. Further, the weak polarity of CO bond does not appreciable affect the boiling points of ether, which are about the same as those of alkanes with comparable molecular masses. Fourth, solubility. Ether containing up to 3 carbon atoms soluble in water. The solubility of other lower ether in water is comparable to those of corresponding alcohol. For example, like ethanol, dimethyl ether is completely miscible with water. Similarly, both diethyl ether and N-butyl alcohol are soluble in water at the same extent, 8 gram per 100 gram of water. The solubility of lower ether in water is due to the formation of hydrogen bond between the water and the ether molecule as shown in given below. As the molecular mass increases, the solubility of ether in water decreases due to the corresponding increase in hydrocarbon portion of the molecule. Ether are however fairly soluble in common organic solvents such as alcohol, benzene, chloroform, acetone, etc. Density. All ethers are lighter than water. Chemical properties. Ether are relatively inert compound, almost as inert as alkanes. Under ordinary conditions, they are suitable to bases, dilute acids, catalytic hydrogenation, and to most other reducing agents. This is due to the reason that the functional group of ethers does not contain any active sites in their molecules, as reason that the functional group of ether does not contain any active site in their molecules compared to hydroxyl group of alcohol and phenol. Even though the oxygen atom in both these functional group contains 2 lone pair of electrons, however, under specific conditions, ether undergo the following reaction. Reaction of eternal oxygen. On account of presence of 2 lone pair of electrons on the oxygen atom, ethers behave as Lewis base, thus undergo reaction involving the formation of coordination bond, action of concentrated acid, formation of oxonium salt. The oxygen atoms in the ether has 2 lone pair of electrons. As a result, ethers behave as Lewis base and thus dissolved in cold concentrated inorganic acid to form stable oxonium salts. Second, formation of coordination complexes. Being Lewis base, others from coordination complexes known as etherates with Lewis acid as BF3, AlCl3, FeCl through Grignard reagent, etc. Due to the formation of these complexes, Grignard reagent dissolved in ether. That's why Grignard reagents are usually prepared in ether. They, however, cannot be prepared in benzene because benzene has no lone pair of electrons and hence cannot complex with them. Reaction involving the cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond with halogen acids. Ethers are readily cleavated by hydroic acid or hydroatomic acid at 373 Kelvin to form a alcohol and a alkyl halide. However, if excess of acid is used, the alcohol first formed reacts further with the halogen acid to form the corresponding alkyl halide. Due to the formation of these complexes, Grignard reagents dissolve into water in ether. That is why Grignard reagents are usually prepared in ethers. They, however, cannot be prepared in benzene. because has the low known pair of electron and no complexes with them. However, if excess of acid is used, the alcohol first found react further with the halogen acid to form the corresponding alkyl halide. The overall reaction may be written as diethyl ether change into ethyl iodide. Similarly, cyclic ethers are readily cleaved by HBr or HI to yield dihalogen alkanes. For example, tetrafurane plus 2BHR in the presence of 373 Kelvin gives 1,4-dibromobutane. Reactivity of halogen acid. The reactivity of halogen acid HI, HBr, HCl. As discussion above, the cleavage of ether by halogen acid in fact involves the nucleophilic attack of halide ion on the protonated ether molecule. Obviously, greater the nucleophilicity of the halide ion, more reactivity in the halogen acid. As discussed above, the cleavage of ether by halogen acid in fact involves the nucleophilic attack of halide ion on the protonated ether molecule. Obviously, greater the nucleophilicity of the halide ion, more reactive in the halogen acid, since the nucleophilicity of halide ion following the sequence. Therefore, the reactivity of halogen acids follow the same sequence HI, HBr, HCl mechanism. The cleavage of ethers by halogen acids occur by the following mechanism. Step 1. Ether being Lewis base undergo protonation to form oxonium salt. Step 2. The protonated ether thus formed undergo nucleophilic attack by the halide ion ether by the SN1 and SN2 mechanism depending upon the nature of groups. R and R dash are the reaction conditions to form a molecule of an alkyl halide with the displacement of weakly basic alcohol molecule. If the group R and R dash are primary, the reaction occurs by SN2 mechanism, and if secondary or tertiary, the reaction occurs by SN1 mechanism. Site of cleavage. The site of cleavage of unsymmetrical ether by halogen acid depends upon the nature of groups R and R dash. The following case arise if both the groups R and R dash are primarily the alkyl halide is always obtained from the smaller alkyl group. For example, ethyl methyl ether plus HI in the presence of 373 Kelvin gives methyl iodide and ethyl alcohol. Second, if one group is methyl and the other is primary and secondary alkyl group, the reaction occurs between SN2 mechanism. Due to the steric hindrance, the halide ion always attack the smaller alkyl group CH2 group to give methyl iodide, while the bulkier alkyl group gives the alcohol. For example, methyl isopropyl ethyl concentrated HI SN2 reaction 373 Kelvin change into gives methyl iodide plus isopropyl alcohol. Third, if one group is methyl and the other is tert alkyl group, the reaction occurs by SN1 mechanism and the formation of product is controlled by the stability of carbocation resulting from the cleavage of CO bond in protonated ether. Since tert alkyl carbocation is much more stable than methyl carbonate, therefore the alkyl halide is always derived from tert alkyl group and the alcohol from the smaller group, that is methyl group. For example, tert butyl methyl ether plus HI concentrated 373 Kelvin change into tert butyl iodide plus methyl alcohol. It may be emphasized here that the high polarity of solvent present in concentrated HI 57% has favorite SN1 mechanism. However, if the cleavage of tert butyl methyl ether is carried out by the anhydrous HI in the ether, the low polarity of solvent and favor SN2 mechanism, and hence I negative ion will attack the less hindrance methyl group giving methyl iodide and tert butyl alcohol. Fourth, cleavage of alkyl aryl and diaryl ether. In case of alkyl aryl ethers, the products are always phenol and alkyl halide and never an aryl halide and an alcohol. The carbon atom of the phenyl group are sp2 hybridized, while the alkyl group are sp3 hybridized. sp2 hybridized carbon being more electronegative repels the. In other words, Nucleophilic attack by halide ion occurs more easily on the alkyl group, leading to the formation of alkyl halide and phenol. Secondly, a phenyl group is much bigger than in the size alkyl group. Therefore, because of the steric hindrance of the bigger phenyl group, the halide ion attacks the alkyl group, leading to the formation of alkyl halide and phenol. It may be, however, be noted phenol is not converted into iodobenzene even with the excess of HI. Diaryl ethers are not cleavated by HI because both the carbon atom to which oxygen is attached are sp2 hybridized and hence repel the nucleophilic halide ions. Giesel method. Cleavage of alkyl aryl ethers by hydroacid from the basis of Giesel method from the estimated of alkoxy groups such as methoxy and ethoxy groups in such ethers. A known weight of phenol ethers is treated with the excess of concentrated hydrofluoric acid. The alkyl iodide produced a result of cleavage of ether by HI is treated as ethanolic solution of silver nitrate. The precipitate of silver iodide thus formed is filtrate, washed, dried and weighed. Solution of silver nitrate, the precipitate of silver iodide thus formed is filtered, washed, dried and weighed. From the amount of AgI formed, the percentage of alkoxy group of estimated. With sulfuric acid, on heating the dilute H2SO4 under pressure, ethers are hydrolyzed to alcohols. Ethers in presence of dilute H2SO4 under pressure in the presence of water gives alcohol. Diethyl ether plus H2O dilute H2SO4 plus heat under pressure gives ethyl alcohol. When heated with the concentrated H2SO4, ethyl reacts in the same manner as with the halogen acid to form an alcohol and alkyl hydrogen sulfate. Diethyl ether plus concentrated H2SO4 give ethyl alcohol, ethyl hydrogen sulfate. Secondary and tertiary ethers, however, from alkenes. Reaction involving the alkyl group, action of air and the light, auto-oxidation, formation of peroxide. When epoxide, when exposed to air and light a long time, ethers are oxidized to form hyperperoxide or simple peroxide. It is the free radical and oxidation occurs at the carbon atom next the ethereal oxygen to form hyperoxide. These peroxide are very dangerous compounds since they decompose violently at high temperature. Therefore, serious explosion may occur during distillation of old samples of ether if peroxide are not removed. Presence of peroxide in old samples of ether may be detected by shakes with them freshly prepared with solution of FeSO4 allowed by addition of KCN's appearance of red color indicate the presence of solution of Ki and ferrous salt. When ether peroxide are reduced to ether and I negative ion is oxidized to I2, F2 positive ions salt are oxidized to Fe3 salts. Halogenation. Ether react with Cl2 plus Br2 to give substitution product. The extent of halogenation, however, depend upon the reaction condition. For example, diethyl ether reacts with chlorine in the dark of alpha and alpha dash dichloroethyl ether. However, in the presence of light and excess of chlorine, all the hydrogen atom are substituted to give perchlorodiethyl ether. Now the topic is epoxides. Three-membered cyclic ether are called epoxide. In the common system, they are called alkyline oxide, but in the IUPAC system, they are called ether alkene oxide, epoxy alkanes or oxyarenes. For example, epoxy ethane or ethane oxide, cis-2,3 butene oxide, 1,2-epoxy cyclohexane, methylene cyclohexane oxide. Synthesis of epoxide. There are two main laboratory method of synthesis of epoxide. Example, these are from epoxidation of alkenes. Alkenes on treatment with peroxy acid, also called per acid, such as perbenzene acid, metachlorobenzoic acid, peroxyfluoroacetic acid, etc. is inert solvent such as CH2Cl2, CHCl3 and CCl4 gives epoxide oxyranes. Due to the formation of epoxides, the oxidation of alkenes with peracids is known as epoxidation. For example, alkene plus peroxyacid give epoxide in the presence of CCl4. Now the second method is from halohydrines. When halohydrines prepared by addition of hypophallus acid to alkenes are treated with the base, HX is eliminated with an epoxide formed. For example, ethylene in the presence of Cl2H2O gives ethylene chlorohydrine plus KOH gives ethylene epoxide plus KCl plus H2O. Mechanism of ethylene oxide. It is manufactured by passing a mixture of ethylene and air under pressure. Gives at silver catalyst at 573 Kelvin. Ethylene plus oxygen in the presence of Ag 573 Kelvin give ethylene oxide. Chemical reaction of epoxide. Acyclic ethers and cyclic ethers containing 5 and 6 membered rings such as tetrahydrofurane and 1,4-dioxane are quite inert and are often used as solvent. 3-membered cyclic ethers, that is epoxide, on the other hand, are highly reactive. This is due to the region of 3-membered ring are highly strained. They have considerable angle strain. Because of their highly strained nature, epoxide rings can be opened by a variety of nucleophile reagent under much milder condition. Consequently, most of the reaction of epoxide are the ring opening reactions. They can be catalyzed both the acid and the base. Acid catalyzed ring cleavage of epoxide. Due to the large angle strain, epoxide are readily hydrolyzed by dilute mineral acid at room temperature to form corresponding 1,2-diols glycols. For example, ethylene epoxide plus H2O in the presence of H positive ion, ethylene glycol. Similarly, halogen acid and alcohol in the presence of acid can bring out the cleavage of epoxide. Mechanism. In the acid catalyzed hydrolysis of epoxide, the oxygen atom of the epoxide ring first accepts an proton to form protonated epoxide. The protonated epoxide then undergoes nucleophilic attack SN2 by water to give trans 1,2-diol. Second, base catalyzed ring cleavage of epoxide. Unlike ordinary ethers, epoxide can be cleaved by under basic condition. Similarly, sodium alkoxide ammonia amines can bring out the cleavage of epoxide ring. Mechanism. Due to the greater electronegativity of oxygen atom, the carbon atom of epoxide ring carries a small positive charge and hence can easily attacked by strong nucleophiles such as hydroxy alkoxide, phenoxide, ammonia and amines, etc. Regioselectivity orientation of cleavage of epoxide. Unsymmetrical epoxide can undergo ring opening in two different directions and hence can give different product under acidic and basic condition. In acidic medium, the nucleophile generally attacks the more substrained carbon, while in basic medium, the nucleophile attacks the less substituted carbon atom. Although both the reaction occurs by the same SN2 mechanism, the difference lies in the stability of the transition states. In the acid catalyst cleavage of epoxide due to the protonation, each epoxide carbon atom carries a small positive charge, the magnitude of which depends upon the substitution. Since more highly substituted carbon can accommodate positive charge better, therefore more highly substituted carbon has a fair amount of carbocation character and hence give attacked by nucleophile. Thus, in contrast, in base catalyst reaction there no protonation and hence none of epoxide carbons has a fair amount of carbocation character. Therefore, like SN2 reaction, the attack of nucleophile is controlled by steric factor. Evidently, the nucleophilic attack will occur preferentially at the less hindered carbon ation. Stereochemistry of the ring cleavage of epoxide. Both acid and base catalyzed ring opening reaction of epoxide occur by SN2 mechanism. Therefore, attack of the nucleophile always occurs from the back side, leading to the formation of trans 1,2-diol. For example, 1,2-epoxy-cyclohexane converted into trans 1,2-cyclohexadiol. The third is reaction with Grignard reagent. Epoxide also undergo ring opening reaction with Grignard reagent and the organolithium compound. The addition product initially formed upon hydrolysis give primarily alcohols containing 2 carbon atom more than the Grignard or the organolithium compound. The epoxide generally used in the reaction in ethylene oxide. Thank you.